Okay, good morning. First of all, it's a pleasure to see all of you out here. My name is David Yashar with KW Westside. First of all, let's give a big hand for Mr. Ami Adini. He really did a great job, and I've had a get-together at El Fornayo, I think it was a year ago, right? And he was one of the panelists. He did a great job. The only thing you didn't do today, you didn't have the knife with you, Ami, when you were pointing. So we still love you. He actually has been very helpful, and I'll give you a quick example and I'll get into this. 30 seconds to a minute. I'm sure you talked to a lot of people. We had a property at the corner of Lindley and Sherman Way, right? Contaminated, gas and cleaners, and it's gone to the water. And exactly what he said. The property was listed at 3.6. We're in escrow at approximately $1 million less than our original asking price. It is not contingent right now, and we found a buyer that basically says, look, I've done this before, so this is exactly what happened. It was a gas and cleaners situation, like heavy duty, and Ami was very, helpful to, I know a lot of people called you, okay, so definitely call him. I also, before presenting, I want to just get a quick shout out or say, just a few people that are here that have done a great job on a few of my transactions over the years. On the left-hand side right here, Mr. Hami from Capital Trust Escrow. Please get up for a second. Everybody give him a hand. In our business, and again, in our business, it's extremely important, the people that you work with, whether it's escrow, title, lenders, whoever it is, you know what? They got to work with you as a team. And if these people are there at 7 in the evening, 6 in the morning, those are the kind of people you want to work with. This gentleman right here was there at the escrow office at 7:30 p.m., making sure the client signs off on a certain document so we can record, in 2 days. So those are the things to look for. The next person, I just want to give a shout out, Mr. Bobby Burrow came right there from New Plan Capital. Get up, please. He, quickly, we got turned down by I don't know how many banks and lenders. We were in need of financing for an X-rated theater. Yes. And everybody said no. He came through for that particular transaction, property in West Hollywood. So great job, Bobby. He wasn't the only one. There was another lender that refinanced the property, and he's not here today, but he did a fantastic job. On the right side here, Henry Montgomery, please get up. Henry, I've known him for a long time. And he comes to these meetings all the time. And I'll tell you this, we were involved in a couple of transactions I'll never forget. In 2009, we went in escrow with Southland Corporation. My son, he was born in 2010, and right before he was born, we were in escrow. The money was non-contingent. It was released. And the original lender all of a sudden said, we're not going to finance. This man here came through in a matter of 2.5 weeks. In 2.5 weeks, he came through and came up with the funds for the 2 transactions with Southland Corporation. They were the sellers, and I was representing clients, and he did a fantastic job. Thank you very much, Henry. I always appreciate your hard work. So what I want to do, and one more person I want to kind of give a shout out, Uman Delbudi from Wells Fargo Bank. He's right here. Get up, please. Give this gentleman a lot of people come and go in Wells Fargo Bank, and I've said this to him many times, right?
That's right.
This gentleman here, how long have you been with Wells Fargo now?
Going on 9 years.
Very straight up. If he can do it, he'll tell you. If he cannot, he'll tell you that as well. And I haven't had a pleasure of doing a transaction with him, but straightforward. And again, if you need any assistance and it involves Wells Fargo Bank, please call Uman. And everybody's going to stick around after this, so make sure you do a little networking, exchange cards. So we're going to get into some presentations. I have 3 copies left here. Is that what it is? The first one, we are representing a developer, and they have built approximately 61 apartment units, and these are your apartments right here. And part of it hasn't been built yet, which will be done in the next 2.5 months. 61 units with approximately 5 retail spaces. And the retail spaces are right here and a pad right there. Property is located at 9908 through 9928 Artesia Boulevard in Bellflower. The seller, again, a developer, they are in escrow on a variety of their residential units. We're handling their retail, okay? And they range from 900 square feet to about 5,200 square feet. One can buy the whole 5,200 square feet as a package, or they can buy a single 900 square feet or 1,800 square feet. Prices from $450,000 all the way up to $2,000,004. Seller is very motivated. They're looking at all offers, and they want to get this thing sold if they can, or be in escrow with the retail at the latest, if they can help it, by end of first quarter 2019. Do we have any other on this? There is a video. Can we do the video, or do you want to just, if it's possible? That's just a quick video, and you can wait. Again, you have 4 of your retail right here. They all can be combined to 3,600 square feet here. Again, this is a shot of the condos that's being sold. Just off the 91 freeway, as you can see. Again, this is the whole project. This is a perfect opportunity for any restaurants, coffee shops, cleaners. I've had calls from doctors. Again, anything to serve that's the community, the needed community, as we say. This section is being built. Again, that's your pad, 1,600 square feet. You're just off Bellflower Boulevard. Excellent demographics. Again, the developer is looking at all offers. They're very motivated. Any questions on that property? No? We'll go to the next one. Thank you, Carrie, for your help.
David, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
When you buy a retail space as a condo, is there a home association associated with it?
Excellent question. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and if you go to our marketing package, and I don't know if you remember, I was selling those medical office condos at Beverly and Alvarado. I've been doing them on and off for the last 20 years. Involves HOA, same here. Excellent question. So yes, and that, if you look at our expense column in our marketing package, it's in there. So when when you see the performance, about 5.5 to a 6 cap rate in taxes, HOA, it's in there. Correct. Any other questions? All right. Next opportunity. It is in Chicago, Illinois. And you all say, well, how did I get involved here? I was involved in 2 transactions in Chicago. The seller found out about those transactions and says, listen, I think you're doing something right. So what do you suggest? What do you think the value is? Long story short, we have listed this property at $1,485,000, previously listed with another brokerage at $1,650,000. We're at $1,485,000. This property consists of a 7-Eleven with full liquor license, not a dry store, not a beer and wine, full liquor license, okay? And newly signed lease, Magnum Insurance Incorporated, or they're a corporate tenant. They're in Illinois. They have about 38 locations, and they were across the street, and they just came in here and signed the lease about 2 weeks ago at a much lower rent. Go ahead and go to the next one. The property is approximately 4,700 square feet. It is a corner location. The land is approximately 18,000 square feet. Excellent demographics, over 40,000 within 1 mile and over 350,000 within 3 miles. You know, when I open, I get up in the morning, I turn on my computer, I get like a bunch of properties that come on the market, you know, in the middle of nowhere, you know, in Illinois, in Iowa, here, there. Please understand that this property is not middle of nowhere. This is in the city of Chicago. You're approximately 7.5 to 8 miles from the loop, from downtown Chicago. So the demographics are healthy. If you have a vacancy, you can lease it out, as we did here. You're right across from a big shopping center called the Brickyard, if anyone's familiar or been in Chicago. You're right across from Brickyard with a variety of tenants, Target, Lowe's, Pier 1 Imports, Marshalls, etc. You can be in Brickyard for about $3 to $4 a square foot, or like what Magnum did, they came from Brickyard down to our property for only $1.25 a square foot. Okay, so 1/3 of the rent. Yes, sir.
David, what's the cap rate on
And I'm getting to that, and that's kind of the icing on the cake. We are at a 7 cap for the next page. We're at a 7 cap on existing income. Now, in California, if this property was here in LA, you're going to be lucky if you get it at 5.5 cap rate. Am I right? Yeah. So Illinois, some of the other states, you're going to be about a point to about 2 points up on cap rate. He's priced it to sell. There is flexibility. The owner is in California. He says he doesn't belong there. Him and brother, they're in hospitality. They bought this approximately 8-9 years ago to fulfill an exchange. Now they want it. And we're at a 7 cap on the asking price. If there's another page to it. And if you run your financing, I think Henry, Uman, I don't know, you guys come up with about what, 4.5 to 5%, let's say fixed for 5 years. Your cash flow is going to be somewhere probably between 8-9%. That's a decent return. It's a very good return. But again, you're in Chicago, Illinois. I can say more, but again, all the detailed information are in the package. There are 2 offers right now with 2 other agents, but again, it's still available, and we'll probably, if we can help it, we're going to try to put it under contract by sometime either end of the week or next week. Questions? Yes.
I have a multifamily listing which would be perfect for a 1031 on this. How long do you have left in the 7-Eleven lease?
All right, excellent question there, and it's on the description part of our marketing package. 7-Eleven has a lease until 2026 with multiple options after that. Magnum just signed a 5-year lease with multiple options after that. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, if you work with 7-Eleven or you're working with 7-Eleven, one of the tactics they use. Anybody works for Southline here? Anybody works for 7-Eleven? No. They hire Cushman Wakefield or other companies, and they, when it comes down to renewal and doing a brand new lease, exercising their option, they use this tactic and they say, well, we're not doing well. We're going to go ahead and ask you to reduce the rent, and if you don't, we're going to leave. They've done this probably in last year. Clients that I know, 5 different individuals, and you stand your ground. And if they're doing well, they're not going anywhere. So one of the tactics they used here is, I want you to reduce my rent. Why? They have a cancellation clause in here. In 2021, October 2021, they can cancel, all right? But here we are. They've been here for how many years? Over 30 years. They do about 1.6 to 1.7 in sales, okay? So what does that tell you? Are they going to walk away?
Probably not.
Okay? But again, you have it on the lease. I'm letting you know now, you'll see it on our rental. But that's a tactic that they use when it comes down to renewal, and what have you. All right? Any other questions? All right? Next, then, I think that's the last one, right? Yeah. All right.
David, really quickly.
Yes, sir.
Is that lease a triple net lease?
Oh, by the way, hold on. Existing loan on this, Wells Fargo. So see that man right here, because he can definitely, because it is Wells Fargo right now. I think it's about 600,000, so you can definitely help them there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll have the
What's your question?
historicals on there, but so is that lease currently a triple net on both?
Again, good question. 7-Eleven is on triple net lease. Magnum is on a gross lease. No problem. Okay, last but not least, a property that we sold about a year and a half ago to a doctor. He has decided that, it's just too much management. In fact, I helped him. I referred him a property manager. We got him involved until this property sold.
It's an office building that's a total of 8 units with plenty of on-site parking in the rear. The property is located at 415 Manchester in Inglewood. You all know about what's going on in Inglewood. I don't need to go through it. Okay, you've heard it all. The stadium, forum, this, that. This property is located between the 405 freeway and La Brea, about a mile and a half from the stadium. And the building's about 6,000 square feet, 7,700 square foot lot, C2 zone. Approximately 15 or 16 parking spaces on site, so that's a good parking ratio. If you want to go to the next one. Currently, we're 50% occupied, 50% obviously is available, so 4 spaces are occupied, 4 are vacant. It's perfect for an accountant, a real estate guy, somebody that needs maybe part of it for their own use. They want to have that for their own office, and then the rest of it would be income.
What's the price on that?
If this property is 100% occupied with about a 5% vacancy factor, we're going to be somewhere between 6 to 6.5 cap rate. We are priced under $200 a square foot. Again, the seller is motivated. He's looking at all, realistic offers. If you have anyone for it, user, investor, perfect. And they want to be in Inglewood. The asking price is $1,175,000. $1,175,000 asking, and there is flexibility. Yes.
How far is it from the stadium?
It's about a mile and a half. A mile and a half. You have no slides, that's it. Any other questions on 415 Manchester? You got the monument sign as well, and that's basically it. I have flyers in the back table there. If you have any questions, feel free to call me, text me, or email. And if I'm not available, you can contact one of the guys in our office, either Omid or Eric. Phone number is 310-724-8043. I will hang out and love to speak with you individually if you like. Thank you very much, and thank you, Patricia, for putting this together. Give her a round.
Okay, Tony is going to present next, and after that, we'll have you, Bev, okay?
Good morning. My name is Tawny English. I'm also your Professional Development and Education Chair here at the board, and I'm also one of your state directors for the Association of Realtors. And thank you, Patricia, for inviting me here. I wasn't as prepared as David, but I do have drone videos and a full marketing package where architectural renderings of this particular property. It is on CoStar, and if you want more information, I can collect your cards and send you the marketing materials so you can find it on CoStar. So what I have here is located at 718 and 720 Hampton Drive in Venice, 4 blocks away from the beach. It's a LAC2 zoning, mixed-use zoning, and currently right now there's 2 single-family residents on there, but with 2 commercial leases. Each are paying $9,000 each. They pay all utilities and all repairs except for major systems. One lease is up on 12/31 this year, the other one's up in April 30th, and the total they pay per month is $18,000. And we're selling this we just reduced it to 3.7. It appraised at 3.8. And any questions?
Give us the address again.
It is 718 and 720 Hampton Drive in Venice. Yes.
Is this a redevelopment opportunity?
Yes, thank you. So I do have a highest and best use survey report that I can send, and based on the highest best use, you can build up to 11,000 square feet with 5,100 square feet of commercial at the bottom and the remaining of residential. You can build up where you can see a view of the beach. There's only 4 blocks away. Yes.
Can you give us your contact information?
Thank you. My name is Tawny English, and my phone number is 310-770-8018, and my email is Tawny, TAUNEE, @lionsregroup.com.
Is there a flyer back there, Tony?
I will leave some flyers back there. Thank you, David. Any other questions? Thank you, Patricia.
Setups in the back?
I'm gonna put it back there. Thank you.
Well, we have another wonderful gentleman to present, and I think this is off, turn it on. Anyway, his name is Ben Zeff, and he was a great help and turning out the troops, as was several other people. I appreciate all the help to make this a successful event. Ben?
Good morning, everyone. Development deal in Silver Lake. It's a approved subdivision for 2 modern homes. It is going to be RTI in about a week or 2. Each house is about 3,800 square feet. It is 4 stories. You have a movie theater, 4 bedrooms, rooftop deck overlooking downtown LA and city-like views. And I just put it up on the market, I think, last week. Again, it's up to the city, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks, it's gonna be delivered RTI. Asking price is around 1.2 million. Modern, new construction homes in that area go for around $700-800 a square foot. So the developer has a good amount of room to make in there. Full disclosure, it is my property, it is my listing, it is my development. I usually don't like to build. We'll get the land, we'll get it entitled and get it all ready to go, package it and move it on. If you guys want to learn more about it, just hit me up, I'll be here. It is 813 and 815 North Robinson in Silver Lake, right off of Marathon and right between Silver Lake and Boulevard and Sunset Boulevard, right over there, that hub. It is a slight slope, but it's not bad at all. Obviously, soils and all of that stuff is ready to go. Cool, thank you.
Who's the architect? What is that? Distinctive design.
His name is Molly. I've worked with him for a while, but I kind of designed it myself, and then I sit down with him to take his time. That is fun. Thanks, guys.
Listings they'd like to tell us about? You have brochures in the back? All right, yes?
I have a mixed use in downtown LA, Main Street.
What street?
Main Street.
Oh, Main?
Yeah, Main and South Pico, and it consists of